EA Sports. It's in the game.
Ready, we ready, we ready for y'all.
What's good, YouTube? DM Gaming here, guys, and I'm back with another College Football 25 video, man. Y'all, it has been so freaking fun making these videos and coming up with different ideas and things like that. I want to kind of do a series on playbooks because playbooks are going to be extremely important to not only your team's ID, your team's success, but also your recruiting. Like, all of this stuff is going to play a factor in that. So today I want to go over the option offense and why it is a formidable playbook to run in College Football 25. So guys, we know that Mike Straw released some information about the game, and one thing that he mentioned was that the option offense is extreme. It's going to be a lot of focus on. It's going to be hard to stop in the game. He mentioned that teams that naturally run the option style offense are going to run it better than teams that don't run the option style offense. So, for example, if I start a dynasty with the University of Texas and I want to run the option offense my first year there, I'm not saying I won't be successful with it. I won't run it as good as Navy currently runs it. You know what I'm saying? And I talked about this in yesterday's video a little bit with coaching and stuff like that. Guys, a big reason why is because you need the personnel to run an option offense. He also mentioned that those teams that run the option offense, he said they have better animations in running the offense. Why? Because they're better at doing it. What I'm interested in, especially because he talked about with the quarterbacks and the running backs are quicker with the option, is there going to be a stat on your player that that benefits this fluidity in the option? Does that make sense? I can't wait to see this. Guys, the option style offense is a terrifying offense to go against. I'm currently coaching at a school where they have ran the wing tee, or the slot tee rather, for decades. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, my early days of playing football, we ran a little bit of wishbone, stuff like that. We ran the wing tee in high school up until my senior year where we went to spread. Then when I went to Southern Arkansas, they were running the option and they transitioned to a spread as well whenever Jeff Sims from Last Chance U, Grand Valley State or whatever the name of that school is. But whenever he became the offensive coordinator there, we switched to the spread. Guys, the main reason, okay, because I know some of y'all are saying option style offense, that's boring. That is exactly why big-time college football does not run the option. The last big-time team that ran the option style offense was Georgia Tech. They were stupid efficient with it. Since then, they haven't been as efficient. Why? Because they're transitioning. They have to get the personnel to run a spread offense in a system that was traditionally built for the option. So I want to take a look at a few things, guys. I got the Flexbone playbook that was in NCAA 14, and I'm going to be using this resource to go through my playbook series for College Football 25, and maybe it'll help you guys to choose, hey, this is the playbook that I want to run. So first and foremost, guys, the option style offense, I love that Mike Straw talked about how difficult it's going to be to stop, because that tells me that EA Sports is really giving detail to how these playbooks work and are efficient within the game. Because any of you who've ever coached, such as myself, and or played against or with an option style offense, you know that it is an extremely efficient offense when it's rolling on all cylinders, and teams hate to play against it. So even more so now, because defenses now, you may ask, why the option is so effective in College Football 25? Why will it be so good? Guys, in real life, okay, defenses right now are not geared to stop an option style offense where you got to make quick reads and you got to tackle 3 different people and you're responsible for several different people at the same time. Defenses now are geared to stop spread offenses. Secondaries, no more big time. You don't really see a whole lot of big time hitting free safeties and strong safeties anymore. You see a lot more pass coverage safeties. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the Sean Taylors and guys like that anymore in the secondary, and the Taylor Mays and the Bryant Dawkins and Bob Sanders of the world. You know, not to say that they don't exist, but they're a rare breed. You don't see a lot of big time hitting safeties anymore, because safeties, even at the safety position, they're geared more to stop the pass because of spread offenses. Same way, you don't have those big time knock your face off linebackers that are geared to stuff the run. They are geared to guard against running backs who can run and pass, because majority of the time the linebackers are the ones on the defense that are responsible for the running back out of the backfield. So if I have a big time linebacker that is all about stuff in the run, I get a running back like Jamal Charles that's really elusive. I'm just going back. I'm really showing my age here. You know what I'm saying? Alvin Kamara type back. You know what I'm saying? The backs that can run the ball, yeah, but they're dangerous in the receiving game as well. Secondary, I'm in a doubles. Okay, I'm in doubles. I'm in a 2-2 spread. There's two receivers on both sides of the field that's tiring up my corners and my safeties. Who's going to be left to guard the running back? It's going to be the linebacker. So if I have an old school linebacker that's big, strong, not as fast, why? Because they're designed to stop the run. They are going to be at a severe disadvantage against a receiving running back, which is what you predominantly see in college as well as the NFL. So with that being said, even linebackers have changed to fit or to stop spread offenses. People say that athletes are, oh man, these athletes are getting insane. No, it's not. Athletes are being built to stop certain offenses, a spread offense. And then you go down to the interior D linemen, and it's the same thing. Your defensive tackles, for the most part, are still kind of your big guys in the middle in a sense. But now your defensive ends are basically what your old school linebackers used to be. You know what I'm saying? Back then, your D ends were just like your D tackles. They was big guys that would stop the run, holding edge. Now you got D ends out here that you can stand them up. You can play them as an outside linebacker because they're that quick and athletic and geared to stop the pass. So you can see why an option style offense would be a nightmare to deal with. Okay, even at the high school level. I remember whenever I played, I was coaching at Hooks, and we were playing a team that runs the option. And I'll never forget, our stud middle linebacker, who was also our starting quarterback, his exact words was, "Man, I freaking hate playing these option teams." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because it's just hard-nosed every single play." And guys, running it at Pewitt, that is exactly what the option is. It is a hard-nosed football game every single snap. You're not looking at trying to get 20, 30, 40 yards a pop. You're satisfied with getting 3 to 4 yards a run. That is a successful gain in an option style offense. And the reason for that is because we are going to pound you down the field. Pause. All right. We're going to gain 3 to 4 yards a pop. All right. And we're going to manage the clock. Okay. And it takes extreme discipline and mental toughness to run an option style offense. And I can see why your military schools like Air Force, Army, and Navy run the option style offenses, because military men tend to be more mentally strong and disciplined. Okay. Kennesaw State coming into FBS this year. They run a option style offense. They run it out of pistol, because now people have went away sort of from the flex bone and the wishbone and stuff. And I have the flex bone pulled up here because we'll discuss that. Okay. They've gone away from running the flex bone and the wishbone more or less, and they transition it to be a hybrid. And that's when you get the pistol style offense, where the quarterback is an under center, but he's not as far back as he would be in the shotgun. His running back is still behind him, and you may have an H back there or a slot back or something to that effect. Then it's still quick reads and things like that, and you still have the option to pass. Also, what will be prominent in this game, and I'll get on it later, is RPO, run pass option. So whenever Mike Straw talked about having the option style offense, it didn't just sit with me about the flex bone and stuff like that. It also occurred to me, hey, RPO is a major deal in college football. RPOs was not a big deal back in NCAA 14 as they are now. Okay, so teams that run those styles of offenses, and you see Oregon running with Chip Kelly was there. They did a lot of RPOs, a lot of option out of the regular shotgun and stuff like that. That's what made them so effective back then in those days, because they had the personnel to do it. Okay, they were never known for being a top threat through the air. They were a top threat on the ground. Okay, all because of that. And then Kendall Browse, he's big on the RPO system and stuff. When we went to coaching school in Houston last summer, sat in on one of his seminar things and stuff, and he went over a bunch of really cool, dope information about the run pass, about RPOs and stuff like that. Now, I'll probably try to cover some of that in a later video when we get into some of the shotgun playbooks and pistol playbooks and stuff like that. But RPOs are going to be prominent as well. So looking at the option, okay, first of all, let's start with the flex bone. Why is the flex bone so dominant of an offense? Why is it going to be a good choice? And guys, let me answer this question straight up, because I know some people are wondering, heck, I'm playing with Alabama, or I'm playing with Georgia, or I'm playing with Tennessee, or Oklahoma. Why would I want to run the option? Guys, these playbooks, these option style playbooks are going to be more suitable. Now, you can run it with any team. Don't expect success. You're going to have to recruit for it. But all of us are planning on doing a rebuild of some sort, okay? Me, I plan on doing mine with SMU. I probably won't run the option. I don't know. If you're going to be playing with a lower level school that you're trying to rebuild, and you don't have those 4 and 5 star receivers, you don't have the 4 or 5 star running backs and quarterbacks, guys, the option style offense could be your best bet, because, guys, they're still passing in it. But the option style offense is going to be geared for those types of receivers and backs and quarterbacks even. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have, if you have a receiver that's not that fast, more likely he's going to be a good possession wide receiver, or he's going to be good at run blocking. Same thing for your running backs. All you need is 3 to 4 yards a pop. You don't need the fastest running back that you would have in a spread offense. Same thing for your quarterback. Hey, we got a 3-star guy. He's only 5'11", but his speed is like an 85. He doesn't have the strongest arm. Guess what? That is an option style quarterback. And so if you're playing with those types of schools, this could be a very viable option to run the option style offense. So just looking at a few of these plays, okay, you have your 60 series, your 60 fullback draw, quarterback draw, Z choice, Z flag, Z go return. You have 6 different plays that on paper look identical. And I'm here on my playbook right now. Okay, your fullback is going to be your primary guy, and it's not your traditional Mike Allstott kind of fullback. Actually, Mike Allstott probably would be a pretty good fullback in the option style offense. I take that back. It's not your traditional just I'm going to go block somebody fullback. This is a guy who is more than likely the best running back on your team. Okay, when you think fullback in an option style offense, don't necessarily think a big bruiser that can just rumble and stumble. No. Guys, think about the best running back that you have on your team. That is your fullback, because everything flows through the fullback in an option style offense. The reason why is because he's normally the first contact, aside from the quarterback, with the ball. Your play fakes, your options, your passes, everything is going to be geared off of that. If they cannot stop your fullback, then your option game is going to be phenomenal. Hey, all the guys collapse inside to stop your fullback. Guess what? Now your pitch man is open. They attack your pitch man. You can still run with the quarterback. You can pull an option pass. So you can see how important the fullback position is for the option style offense. So right here we have 60 fullback draw. They're faking a pass play. You got a guy that's coming in motion. I'm gonna call this my slot guy, my slot back. You have 2 different slot backs in the flex bone. Okay, my left slot back, he comes in motion, snap of the ball, I'm dropping back here. The fullback fakes like he's pass blocking, he gets the ball, he's up the middle. Okay, that's not a fast reacting play. This is not a play that I would want to start the game with either, because, well, it's a slower acting play. All right, then you have the exact same play, but this time the quarterback is getting the ball. Left slot back goes in motion, runs the exact same route. Everything looks the same, except your fullback now, he comes out to block on the edge, okay? Instead of hitting the A gap, your fullback is going to come out here to about the B gap, almost the C gap, inside shoulder of the tackle here. All right. And then on 60Z choice, guess what? We're going to the Z. The Z now has a choice route. Instead of running a fade, depending on how the secondary plays, he's either going to run an out route, he's going to run a post route, or he's going to stay on that go route. Okay, so my slot back, my left slot back here, he goes in motion to the left. I snap the ball. The fullback comes up here. Linebacker has to respect him. If this corner is playing anywhere from 8 to 10 yards off the ball, which 10 yards is absurd. If he's playing about 8 yards off the ball, he's more likely going to hit this out route right here. Okay, if the post route comes open, if the safety to this side goes in motion and plays more in the middle of the field because of this slot back. If that safety goes over right here, plays this, now the safety has to make a choice. Do I jump this route or that route right there? Because your other safety is going to be tied up with this, and then your corner is going to be tied up with this, assuming that you have a 4 high safety look or 2 corners and 2 safeties. Now, traditionally, in a flex bone style offense, you don't really want to have a 2 safeties. A lot of teams will run 1 safety and they'll roll that other guy down because you're looking at an option style offense. So this is primarily good against a 1 high safety look because too, if this guy goes in motion, this play side safety more than likely rolls down. The backside safety will roll to the middle, and he has to make 3 different choices. Is he going to play this route? Is he going to play this skinny corner route, this drag route, if you will? A little bit further than the drag route. This option route right here. You know, you're putting on 60Z choice. This is a play where if you have a single high safety, that is your read on this. If the linebackers blitz, you got a quick read right here from the right slot back. Okay. If the linebackers drop, that's going to be covered. Okay. But then if the safety plays this skinny post right here, he's going to drift there. Then the backside post is going to be open. If he plays the regular post right here, then the fade route is going to be open. So assuming that the corner is about 5 yards off the ball, regardless, you're going to have some amazing looks out of this. All right. The next 60 series, 60Z flag. All right. Same concept, except now your outside receiver, I'll call that your X or whatever. He's going to run. He's running across the field. It's an extended drag. I hate to call it a drag because the drag routes are a little more rounded and flat. X right here is running almost like a drag to the outside. I wouldn't call it an out route, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Okay. Same thing here. Now you're play actioning to the fullback. Okay. You see the red means that the quarterback is rolling out. That is it's either a rollout or a play action. A lot of times they'll call a play action. The game may run it as a play fake. Regardless, the quarterback is rolling out. So the fullback is coming up here to the line of scrimmage. He's blocking on the edge. Your right slot back is running into the flats. He's the check down guy. This is not your primary guy. Your primary guy is the backside. Is going to really, to me, be this backside receiver or your Z. I guess that they're saying that that's going to be the Z. No. Scratch that, guys. This is your X. Okay. Your Z is this guy right here. I'm so sorry. My football terminology is messing up with me. The triangle button right here, the green route is your Z. Okay. That's going to be your Z. All right. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. No, that's not right at all. Z choice. I don't know. Every offense is different. I mean, right here, the Z, this is the guy that's running a choice route. He's running the same thing every time. He's running a flag route. So yeah, this would be your Z. We on the same page. Anyway, so Z flag, he's running what they call a flag route right there. He's rolling out here, all motion, everything is running the defense to the right side of the field. Flow is going away, especially with the left slot back. So it's going to draw your linebackers over here. Motion is taking the safety up to the middle of the field. It's rolling down the play side safety, assuming you have the 2 high safety look. You got the fade routes that's holding them back. This route right here is carrying off the corner, and this route right here is taking care of the safety that's going to roll down with the motion. All right. So what should be open is this backside flag route. Okay. If not, your check down is your next option. Okay. Does that make sense? So then same formation, same movement of the most sort, your Z go. It's another, this time you're rolling out, flow's going away, safety rolls down, the other safety rolls down. He's got to play this. Backside safety is held with this. Play side corner is held with that. And then you got a go route from the Z right there. One-on-one backside throw, or you can have that one right here. This backside go route to me would be the most opportune choice, if you will, because at that point, flow is going to be going away. You got a one-on-one right here, or possibly right here if you could run off that safety right there. All right. And then Z go return. Okay. Your Z, once again, he's running a fade route. And then right here, you got a comeback route by the other guy on the other side. Okay. Everything looks the same. Does that make sense? Same thing with your 90 series. You got a 90 streak, you got a 90 switch, and a 90 Z screen. Okay. This time your slot back is running a screen route right there. Okay. And that's why I said I thought that the triangle route would be the Z in this offense, but he's not running a go right there. And then he's not running a flag. He's running a flag route. So I don't know. That's how I would have called it. Okay. And then as far as your run plays go, the fullback dive, the fullback wedge, and then the fake 60 triple counter reverse. Okay. And the reverse comes because the quarterback is reversing out on this or whatever. There's no real reverse right here, but these all three of these plays play off of each other. The fullback dive is going to be your bread and butter. If this play can be effective, it opens up everything that you're doing right here. Okay. And then the same thing, dive right here, the left slot back goes in motion behind the fullback, you snap the ball, he's hitting the A gap. Point blank simple, get 3 to 4 yards a pop. That is a great play for an option style offense. Okay. Fullback wedge, same thing right here. This time the quarterback reverses out. They're carrying out option, but they're not running option. Okay, it's just to keep everybody else honest and stuff like that. Wedge play, different little bit blocking scheme, still hitting A gap, but now you got the quarterback faking the option. Okay, this comes into play later on. Triple 60 or fake 60 triple counter reverse. Quarterback rolls out, fullback goes into the A gap. Okay, now you're running an option here with the slot back to the, I couldn't say to the boundary or to the field, but you're running it with that slot back option here. Now there is also a play in this playbook where you will run this fullback wedge. You would run it as a triple option. Okay, where you would fake to the fullback. This would be your pitch man. All right. You see here on the load option, this is just straight load option. Okay, you're running load to the outside. There's no play fake here. It's more like a power option. Then you also have the play action off of that and a speed sweep, which is the same concept as the load option. It just hits a lot faster. Instead of your motion going behind the fullback, your motion is going behind the quarterback. It's a faster, speedier motion. That's why they call it speed sweep. You also have a speed option ran off of that, but it's mostly speed option will most time be ran with the play side slot back and the flex bone. Does that make sense? And then you have your speed sweep to the weak side, triple counter reverse, triple option reverse. Okay, they look the same, but notice the quarterback isn't reversing out on this one. He's just opening up right here, faking it right here. Here he's opening up. Okay, wing back, you have your power toss, your curl flats, your load option right here. Okay, where he goes in motion, boom, but he comes back to block. You run an option with the fullback, and then you have really the same thing here, but the guy goes in motion. You have your fullback load pass, where it's the same concept as your load option, but quarterback's able to throw the ball. Fullback trap, which is really, really good play to run because that backside guard is going to be pulling the play side guard is going to be blocking down. He's filling in right there, man. Gosh, there's some really cool plays right here. Your midline is going to be really good. Your fake fullback toss, play action middle, which is a really good play if you can hit that backside post. Man, just so many plays. Your trap option right there, that's more of a triple option thing. Your wingback misdirection, wingback dive, your triple option. Like I said, when you're faking it to the fullback, to the A gap, down, you're running this. Dude, I'm sitting here talking about this stuff, dude. I really, yeah. Let me know in the comment section down below, y'all. Y'all want to hear a playbook breakdown of things right there, man. This is going to be super dope to see, man. The only thing was tripping me up is what they determined as the Z because he's running, yeah. Normally, your receivers would go X. This would be your Y. This would be your Z, and this would be your H or your F, if that makes sense. But the way that they have it set up here looks like this is the Z, okay? But then down here, Well, Z go, you got running a go, but this is highlighted. Normally, your primary target is going to be your yellow. And then Z go, return. Yeah. I don't know. I guess they labeled that the Z. Oh, well. And then Z screen, but see, this is your slot back running the screen. So are they putting the slot? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But anyway, so you can see how this is super effective, guys. Same thing here in the shotgun with the read option. All right. With the read option, you know, where's my picture of that right here? The read option is very similar to this. The only difference here is this guy would have an R over his head. I don't think I have a screen of that. No, I don't. This guy would have an R over his head because he's the read guy. Okay. And you would read him for the pitch. Yeah, for the fake across here. And then you can run the option out here. Here they're running a simple speed option. Okay. This is Michigan State. This is NCAA 14. This is a speed option. He is the pitch guy. Okay. Honestly, I don't know why this guy wouldn't be the pitch guy with the speed option, because this play isn't going nowhere. If this guy stays here, this play is dead, because if he attacks this A gap right here, if this backer is responsible for the B gap, they release this end, the quarterback has to make a decision to pitch off of him. It's going to be one-on-one with this safety right here. You know what I'm saying? Or outside backer, or whatever it may be. I think that's a safety that's rolled down. Could be a backer playing outside. But do you get what I'm saying? They're running a speed option right here against what, a 3-4? A 3-4? Yeah, definitely a 3-4. 3 down lineman. You got your 4 backers. This is a backer here. Safety rolled over. And then play side safety, backside corner. I would not run that play is not going nowhere. Do not run that against this defense. Okay, best thing you could do right here is run up here with the quarterback. Don't even try to run outside with no option, because there's nothing holding this guy here. If you had a receiver over here, maybe, but yeah, that play ain't going nowhere. But you understand the concept, okay? So same thing with the read option. All right, quarterback here, you got your running back here. There's going to be a guy right here that's going to have an R over his head. You're going to read him, and then you know. If he blocks down, then you fake it to the back, running with the quarterback. If he attacks to the outside, you give it to the back and run out your fake with the quarterback. So the option, even with the RPOs, which was introduced in Madden, you didn't really have those in NCAA. I'm sorry for such a long video, guys. It's just so much to talk about with this offense. With the RPOs, we didn't really have those. I don't think we had those in NCAA 14. I don't remember them. If we did, guys, let me know. I know they really came to prominence in Madden. And so the fact that he's saying that options are going to be really good in the game, that gives me life for even if you want to run the spread with some RPO looks, because, guys, that's going to be prominent. That is going to be prominent. It is prominent now in college football, and it's trickling down to the high school level. So you have 6 different concepts here, or 3 different concepts, 2 different ways to look at it. Okay, you have your peak, all right, you have your read, and then you have your alerts. Okay, so for your peak, okay, the peak is basically you have the back faking. In all of these plays, you can give it to the running back or you can throw it. All right. The peak is I'm faking to the back and I'm looking to see, okay, what the secondary is doing. If they're playing off, okay, if they're playing off right here as I'm faking to the back, then boom, I'm going to hit one of these routes right here. It's a peak. It's really quick. Okay. Same thing here. RPO zone peak. You're running a zone reading screen. Going to the left. Okay. If these guys bail out or move, these guys are open. I can either give it and run that zone, or boom, I'm going to hit these pass routes here to the outside. Okay. And then as far as your reads, okay, you have the orbit bubble. Okay. As I'm faking here, I'm reading. This guy goes in motion before the snap of the ball. If there's no motion with this guy, if they don't go with him and they stay out there or they slide over, if they're in a man coverage concept and this guy's going across the field or the linebacker shift, now I can give it to the back. If I'm in a favorable position over here, for example, if they don't go in motion with this guy across the field, you're going to be at an advantage here on the backside of this play to give it to to throw this bubble route right here, because these guys are going to be blocking for him right there. Does that make sense? Same thing here with the read wide receiver screen. I'm play faking here. If flow comes to the ball, okay, if this guy is blocked, then boom, I got that screen that's wide open right here. If the run game is favorable, okay, if I'm play faking here, or they line up to a certain formation against this, and the middle is wide open, you can give it, okay? And then alert is before the snap of the ball, I'm going to look out there, all right? I'm going to look out there and see, and it's kind of similar to the peak concept. You're going to know if alert and peak are going to be open before the snap of the ball. He's running like almost like a pitch. So alert, 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 this corner's playing off. Bam, I'm going to hit that right there. Same thing on this concept, alert, alert, alert. You know what I'm saying? I got a corner that's playing about 8 yards off, and I got the safety that's 12 yards deep. The backer is inside the box because I got a 3-man surface to the backside of the field, okay, or to the backside of the play. So, boom, that is ideal to run this weak side alert bubble. So, there's a lot of depth in running these RPOs and stuff like that, as well as your regular style, you know, run-of-the-mill option style offenses. And like I said, I just went with the flex bone formation there. But I mean, you have a ton of different flex bone formations here that we could look at. We could go back and look at the wishbone, or we can look at, you know, whatever. This is going to be a really good resource for me. I am going to definitely save that into the playbook. So we got a lot of different formations to go over, you know what I'm saying, as well as defensive formations. But I wanted to present y'all with that, man. I'm so sorry for a longer video, but god dang, it's a lot of information, and it's a lot of stuff that can break down out of this. Same thing in this formation. If I was running the read option here, he would be my read guy. If he came down, if he came down here, then I'm definitely going to fake that to the running back and run. The only thing with this, guys, is even with the read option, this is more or less your read guy. This guy here can destroy the read option if it goes away. If this guy was to come down, block down, not blocking down here, but if he attacks this B gap right here, okay, I'm faking it to the quarterback, and then I'm keeping it with the quarterback. If this guy stays home, that's done. All right. But more than likely, if this guy comes down, everybody else are more likely slanting to the field, which means that I'm going to be in trouble with this set right here. All right, does that make sense? So running an option, even if it's read option out of this formation, what the defensive formation is in is not ideal to run that. So you're going to have to know, that's why it comes into importance, if you will, running the flex bone, why you have so many different options. Does that make sense? You have so many different options. All you gotta do is pull up your audible. Hey, if they're lined up, say in this formation here, and I'm running, I got this play picked. Hey, that's not a good pick. That is not a good play by what the defense is lined up in. So I go to my audible and I have a play action play with this running back. Okay. That's a better option, because now the play action is going to freeze up those linebackers. I'm in one-on-one in the secondary. This free safety is going to have to make a choice. You're giving up some different options, even in the play that we have here, the Z60Z choice. That would even be an ideal play to run with the route combination. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, with the option style of offense, guys, it gives you options, okay? It gives you choices, and if you're efficient at running with your fullback, things are going to go good for you. So if you're a smaller team, okay, if you plan on playing one of those smaller teams, the option style offense is a gold mine to do. And it makes me want to even play with the lower ranked school, like, you know, maybe have one rebuild with SMU, but also play with the lower ranked school and play with the option style offense just to build those guys up. Now, once you start getting those 4- and 5-star recruits, you know, from winning so many games and winning national championships, then you get faced with the question of switching your playbook, because don't expect to get the 4- and 5-star receivers if you're running option style offense. You know what I'm saying? I know Megatron came from Georgia Tech, stuff like that, but that's a rare breed, you know. So you have to consider this, because even in NCAA 14, if you are a run heavy offense, okay, not even option, but just run heavy, those 4- and 5-star recruits, the receivers, they didn't want to come to your school because they weren't going to get enough shine. And this is even more prominent or prevalent because of the transfer portal. With the transfer portal, if I'm running option and I got this 5-star wide receiver that somehow I talked him into coming to my program, if I'm not passing him the ball, he's not getting yards, he's trying to go to the league, I run the big risk of that guy trying to transfer. So you can see the dilemma, and hey, it may be good to start out with an option style offense, but you can see how difficult it is in college football, period, to run a certain offense. If you know what I'm saying, you can continue to run it if you're effective with it, but don't expect those 5 and 4-star wide receivers to come to your school knowing that they're going to be mostly blocking. Does that make sense? While on the other hand, you're going to get some excellent running backs. Okay, you're gonna get some dang good running backs. Don't expect to get the 5-star quarterback out of an option style offense. Okay, expect the 3-star guy because that's probably gonna be the best guy to fit because they're not the best passers, but they tend to be really good runners. You get what I'm saying? All of that plays a factor, and you can see why everybody doesn't run the option. Okay, it just all depends on what you want. Can you be effective with it? Yes. Can you win games with it? Yes. Don't expect a 1st-round draft pick at receiver from it. Okay, unless every time you pass the ball, you're busting them for 60 or more. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this is going to be a fun series talking about playbooks. I also get to talk the X and O's of football and stuff. Guys, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below, man. This has been a fun video. I probably should have made this more into a live stream. If y'all want to see more, if y'all want to do more of a live stream format for the plays, let me know in the comment section down below if you've made it this far in the video. So, guys, I'm sorry it's been a longer video, but, man, I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing more on these, the playbook series as we go along, and I'll try to make them shorter than this video. So I do apologize. If you made it to the end, put a hashtag made it to the end, and, man, I'll try to find something nice to do. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for the game someday or something like that. So, guys, that's all I got, man. I ain't going to hold y'all no more. Happy Memorial Day. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.
We just fired the person that does that, but now you have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.